have no responsibility and are arbitrarily giving information that shouldn't be put out. Because we're not allowed to tell you what to do. I don't care, I'm sorry, but I don't care who's down there. We are not allowed to tell you what to do. We can guide you, but oh no, leave that guy, he's awful. No. You know what? It's your lesson. All right? No, don't worry, it's not you. He's looking concerned.
What you're saying is that your ethics and your consciousness is a guide to the...
Of course. Because remember, we are affecting everybody's lives, right? And it's crucial that we know that you have a responsibility. You're not a psychiatrist, I'm not a volcanologist. By the way, I've got a lot of earthquake predictions. There was a 6.9 you heard about this morning? No. Was it? It hit, Japan. So there's no tsunami, but anyway, that's going to continue, I'm afraid. And Canada's going to get more active. I did predict 3 years ago that the San Diego is going to start, because of Mexicali in that area, it's going to increase the activity, and sure enough, we are seeing far more activity in Orange County and upwards a bit more in the San Andreas is kind of...
But no devastation.
No devastation, but we are going to see far more larger earthquakes. And as I call it, on the earthquakes, it's like a drop H. So it's California, Seattle, which is not really good, and actually on the East Coast. I predicted that one about a year ago. But
people who live on the ocean, next to the ocean,
yeah.
should move.
Well, no, they're fine. They're okay. I don't see any devastation like that. There are going to be high tides, though. There's, I don't know if anybody knows this, that we are experiencing, other than high tides, different tides. We're seeing different waves. Now, you ask a surfer, whoever surfs, and they have been experiencing these funky, weird waves that they can't, usually they can predict it, yeah. So you are seeing it, right? And this is, again, we are facing, other than a transformational in three, and that's what I was going at, what this new energy is, it's 3 dimensions, 3 specific dimensions being interweaved into where we are in our existence. That's why you're seeing more, you're experiencing more, so you're becoming what I'm doing, but you're doing it in a more of a softer pace. Plus we've got a polar shift going on, and it's not going to be like a switch. Tomorrow it's going to be reversed.
No, we're not doing it for a living.
What's that? Oh. Are we going into the 5th dimension? No. Well, we are going into really on it's really separate. It's really hard to describe because it's like it's literally 3 different separate dimensions, but they can't just wham it in. Just like we are going through a terraformer, do you know that? Why do you think the Earth's become so active? We go through this through about every 2 or 3 million years, okay? But unfortunately, we've got a terraformer shift, plus we've got we can call it a psychic shift, but it's a spiritual shift, and they're all coinciding. That's why you're getting, and I predicted this how many times before, more suicides. Who's noticed more suicides? And people trying to, and saying, oh no, you know, accidents and stuff like that, but it isn't, I hate to say, because they don't understand what's going on. And they can't, it's usually, they're split into 2 groups. There's emotionals and there's logics. Now the logics are people who, no offense, like, not exactly Einstein, but really are only, who here has been having people in their lives who are cantankerous, they're arguing with you, and you're agreeing with them, but they're still arguing with you. And, you know, anybody, and they're getting, so I hate to say it, they're the logics. Now, who here, who's seeing a little kitty on the TV and cry, and you don't know why, but you're so sensitive and oversensitive? Anybody? Yeah, yeah, I'm proud of you, isn't it? I always pick on somebody. I've decided to pick on him. So basically, those are the higher on, not the logics, but the sensitives. And I hate to say it, the signs are going to get worse. And the logics, who here has been going through more depression than normal? And you know what? It's normal. Depression is a wonderful thing. I think I'm nuts with that. But when you think about it, who knows in a caterpillar, you know it goes into a cocoon, right? So what happens in a cocoon? Transformation. But do you know that when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it melts down to its cellular level? What do you think you're doing in a depression?
What are you doing in what?
What do you think you're doing in a depression? You're melting down. You're recreating yourself. And why a depression for certain people are worse than others, right, is because they have, and you find in a depression you don't want to go out watching TV, reality TV least of all, but you know, going out working, communicating. If you're finding that you're not wanting to talk to other people, or you're even cutting off friends and stuff, what you're doing is imploding. And it is the best thing, because you're starting to realize what is important to you. And the only way that spirit can do that is through depression, because you start thinking about what? Yourself. And what matters to you. Yourself. Yes, but you know, we are so in a society, especially the Western world, we are in such a society where, oh look, shiny bright things. Oh yes, I have to go to work. Oh, I have to earn the almighty dollar. I have to survive. I have to. But what's really here is that we have to look at what is in our core, what's really looking for us. Even though you need to step out and realize that there's far more. You've got some big changes coming. Great changes in August though. But you have to go beyond what you perceive yourself to be. You've been holding back. I'm going to tap you on the head there for that. You've got a huge potential, all right, but you need to get out there. The other thing is that, by the way, there's a message for you. He's male. Have you got a husband or something who's passed on? No. Okay, is there somebody, a male, it could be your father, who had a great sense of humor, and he says that you tend to hold yourself back with things, and you could be not exactly traveling more, but doing more stuff, but you tend to hold yourself backwards, right? By the way, you can't lie to me. I always tell that to my fiance, he gets very nervous. You know, you really need to kind of really see that there's so much out there. And you're inquisitive, your mind's always going. Isn't that true? It's hard to sleep because your mind is just focused, and you know, there's this and there's that, but you kind of need to let go a bit more. All right? And then you'll see far more answers coming to you.
But does it make any difference who's telling you this to you?
Nobody's telling you. Oh, for the person?
You're saying to her that your father or somebody, and that really doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Why?
Because the credibility, and they are giving a personal message. I don't intervene. I don't give inaccurate. If I am going to change somebody's information, I am being entrusted with information, especially with somebody who's moved on. All right, if I choose to change the message, was I right or not with the message I gave you? That you...
I don't know who it is, but...
No, the message.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it's usually spot on, I'm afraid, on the readings.
Yeah, but couldn't that apply to everybody in this room?
No.
No?
Be honest, does it?
No.
There's a lot of no. It isn't. No, you can't generalize with this. No, you know, you're Mr. Logic here a bit too much.
What?
You're logic too much.
Yeah, you're using that word on me, and I really don't know what it means.
Okay, logic is when you really are looking for, you're not exactly trusting a spirit, but you're far more, you're wanting an explanation, a scientific explanation.
No.
But anyway.
I accept whatever it does.
Good. Okay, so on predictions, I hate to say it, we are going to, and I'm sorry about this, we are going to see and experience far more shootings. And it's about not having the control that they perceive they have. So when somebody, you know, when somebody wants control, they actually have less of control. And somebody who, it's just like fear. If you don't want fear, more fear will be present. It's usually a counter effect, okay? So these are people who have a perception that they're losing control, and they want it even more so. And then for that poor little 6-year-old being taken because he wants control, he wants to be heard. And I hate to say it, what has been contributing to this aspect are quite frankly, I'll say it is reality TV. They put perceptions out there that these, that you have, everybody has a voice, I acknowledge that, but they're trying to find a forum for their 15 minutes of fame. And the ones that are going to experience far more on a suicidal way is as young as 8 years old, all right? And I've spoken to little children, I speak to do readings for children, and they're experiencing far more suicides and or near attempts at school that they're seeing. It's kept under, but it's there. 8 through 24, all right? Because they feel that they can just check out and that's it. But I guess, I hate to say it, when you're on the other side, they're totally different. Totally different. Not exactly repercussion, but it's not to say you're in hell, and I don't believe in that at all.
I like to look at the positive side of things, and
Okay.
I'm seeing that because of all the things going on, that now people are taking notice of what needs to be done.
Correct.
And to me, this is what the shift in consciousness
Yes,
is all about.
but realize everything, all right, don't you realize any change has to have a catalyst?
Yeah.
What's the catalyst? Fear. Fear of economy, fear of failure, fear of power, fear of the earth going on. Fear, 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 right? So the catalyst is fear, okay? But I'll give you some good news here. This year, not from last 2 years, and a lot of people say, God, all you're doing is giving me, doom and, whatever. Yes, thanks. So quickly, there's a thing called the candle lesson, which I'll send to you too, which is very important. You can get a lot of things that you want if you actually ask for it. But they're coming in. Sorry, they're all coming in now, and I can't. 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, thank you. But basically, what you need to realize is that who here has been noticing that there are special, you can call them angels, but good things happening. As if somebody's come out and saying, you know what? Like I was in Quartzsite about 2 weeks ago, in Quartzsite, giant place, like 210,000 people from 2,000, and 2 people just said, here, just 3 people said, just take this, it's okay. And I always give, and that's how what I've been taught. But to have somebody give it to me, it's hard for me to accept. But you're going to find angels saying, total strangers saying, I understand what you're going through, and then just walk away. Those are the hidden angels. Huh?
What did they give you?
Oh, these are rocks.
Crystals and rocks.
Not crystals, but rocks. Yeah, I love rocks. So basically,
angels.
huh? Yeah, angels.
Angels.
But you're seeing that, right?
Yeah.
And this is an acknowledgement, and you've got a lot to do. You've got 2 books you need to do. You do know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And this is an acknowledgement. You're not doing what we're pushing. I'm a pusher, not a drug pusher, but I'm a spiritual pusher. Okay? But you need to do it. You've got a lot to do. And a lot of messages. You've gone through a real challenging life. But you've got such a beauty that you haven't even, I don't want to get emotional, but really need to put it out there. People will get drawn to you. Everybody here who receives, that you're here for, there is a special message and there is a destiny. Everybody has a destiny. But it's for us to choose it. I can't push you in the way, okay, you have to do it. No, it's your choice, right? So basically go and get the, I know I'm winding down, but you need to realize that there are the candle lesson, which is a great lesson, but I'll send it to you, and it's on YouTube. All right, so anyway, thank you, and here's the next gentleman. Thank you. Oh, no. You came too late. Anyway, thank you so much.
You got a sheet.
Yes. Excuse me.